Hey everybody, welcome to the big house, welcome to our home, welcome to our little freedom rally. America, right? America. It's okay to say it and not feel bad. America. Stop shaming us. I'm not a public speaker, I'm not a professional, so I'm going to read a little bit so I don't get lost, okay? So, first thing I want to talk about is how we're expected to blindly obey every rule that's placed upon us without question, regardless of its legality, its lack of common sense, or the fact that we see these rules being applied to everyone unequally, including those that are creating these rules. And you see our governor creating these rules, and then he has the shindig at his house with 100 people, no flag, no masks in sight. What does that say? Do as I say, but not as I do? That's not fair. By placing us in masks, even at times that have no root in science or common sense, they have effectively stripped us of our identities and our individuality. We are also slowly being robbed of our ability and right to congregate with things like warrantless entry into our homes, or shutting down your business indefinitely, your livelihood, your life's work, your parents' life's work. And they do so with no judicial process. It is fundamentally everyone's constitutional right to be able to survive and provide for your family. That's universally all right, let's reverse that. And who will replace all of the fallen businesses? We've lost like half of our businesses in the state. Like 50% of small business shut their doors forever. It's hard enough when this pandemic isn't happening. Most people are just making it. But when you're told to shut your doors, and then when they allow you to open your doors back up, you're operating at 50% capacity, you can't pay your bills. You can't make it. So it's just the slow death of small business. How can America be the America we know it without small business? America's more than brick and mortar. We're more than Lowe's and Home Depot and Walmart. Fuck that. All right, next part. Much of the media and the far left, they portray people like us as being ignorant, selfish, racist, and immoral. Yet we sit down every night and see the violence in the streets spreading from one town to the next across the country. Make no mistake, a war has already begun. Wealthy and powerful elites have funded and cowardly released these violent hordes into the streets to do their bidding. We are witnessing brutal assaults on innocent bystanders, to include law enforcement, or anyone that does not strictly subscribe to their radical agenda. Many that dare to fight back or simply defend themselves are quickly descended upon by ruthless and hateful swarms of violent attackers. Those that do manage to survive are immediately shamed by the media and often prosecuted. We are the silent majority. We do not confuse our silence with weakness. When we choose to no longer be silent, we speak at a volume that is heard throughout the world. But we must choose our opportunities wisely and act with 100% participation, for there is far too much at stake. This, by far, is one of the most important elections in the history of our country. I'm not asking you to vote for Trump. I'm asking you to vote against the unchecked violence in our streets that lost any semblance of a valid message long ago. To vote against the twisting of science to facilitate control. To vote against double standards of how the rule of law is being applied. To vote against censorship. To vote against tyranny. I'm asking you to vote for your God-given rights to live your life as you see fit. Vote for being able to safely walk down any street in America. Vote for your children's ability to safely voice their own opinions and express their own thoughts. Vote for America and what it means to you. Vote for freedom. This is just the beginning. God bless and thank you for coming, guys. There you go, Samantha.
Selectman in Hampton. I am Hampshire grown, and I am a live free or die Granite Stater. Now, what I decided to do is I decided to run for state senate and Senate District 24, which is one of the 2 seacoast districts in New Hampshire. Republican. And Trump. Right? So, this is what's happening right now, and Tony was exactly right. What we're experiencing right now is tyranny. We're on emergency order number 1. Okay, what is it telling us to do? How is it telling us to do it? Guess what? Government's not there to tell us what to do. We are supposed to tell the government what to do. And that includes the governor, okay? So what we're experiencing and what I want to fight, if elected to Concord, is progressivism. Because that's what we're talking about right here, right now. That is why everything is happening. The more progressivism we have, the more control we give to the government, okay? And the less rights we have as Americans and as Granite Staters. So, what we need to do is we need to fight. We need to vote on September 8th. There's a primary. There's contested Republican primary races, including mine, as well as our guest here tonight, Karen Testament, who's running for governor. So, we need to go to that, okay? That is just as important as re-electing Trump. As you know, Trump was here last night in New Hampshire. And he spoke to us, and he told us what we need to do. We need to fight socialism, we need to fight progressivism, we need to drain the swamp, okay? That's what I want to do in my district, and I want to help everyone else that wants to do that. All right? Listen, I am a biker. I am one of you, okay? I'm not here on my bike tonight, but that's because of the weather. But I need you guys to tell everyone about what is happening tonight. When you're out riding, when you're living your normal life. Because we have to save New Hampshire, okay? We have to save it. I will fight. I have a track of fighting. All right, go check out my Facebook, BarnesforNewHampshire.com, BarnesforNewHampshireSenate.com, and I need your vote. We need donations. We need to take our state back. This is the last chance. The only reason I am doing this is because I want to stay in New Hampshire. All right, so how are we doing on time? All right, so why aren't the public schools opening? I'll tell you why right now. Because the Catholic schools are opening, the private schools are opening. I'll tell you why. It's because of the teachers' unions. That's why. Okay? It's all about government. The government is suffocating us. We need to fight it. We need to take it back. We need to put it in check. Everything that has been done is unconstitutional. Unconstitutional. We never gave them the authority to do what they are doing. We need to revoke it, and we need to do it now and soon.
Good evening. My name is Skip Murphy, and I am the owner and co-founder of GraniteRockWar.com. New Hampshire's leading blog site defines the rights standing on the New Hampshire and U.S. constitutions and concerning the principles after all. People that have already spoken and will speak again after I'm done. When we talk about who gets to choose, and that really is the question I ask all the time. What is the proper role of government? Who chooses? Who chooses for you? I do. Do you? We should be choosing. Should we choose? Should somebody else be choosing for you? Should the government be choosing for you? The bigger the government, the smaller the citizen. Think about that. I challenge any of you to think of a single area in your life the government has not intruded into. Anything. And I will give $10 to anybody who proves me wrong. We have allowed, as the gentleman said down here, allowed government to grow too large, too big, too intrusive, and too expensive. And it's always the case of who chooses. You or somebody else? Are you going to choose for more liberty, or are you going to choose for more government control? It really comes down to just those questions. Without getting flowery, without getting into all the political theory, fundamentally, who chooses? One thing, when I said that, who chooses? I came here to do three things. One, to do the recording. One, to stand here. Oh, I want to. Aaron, where are you? Aaron, and I would like to announce that the writers of GraniteRock.com have voted to endorse you in your race for New Hampshire governor. We give out very few endorsements. I think no more than 5 over the hundreds of races every single election cycle. Karen, congratulations.
Croc TV.